Retirement in Singapore. What does the data tell us about how we live and plan for our later years? Let's start with income. In Singapore, most people hit their peak earning years in their 40s, with a median monthly salary of around $7,400. By our 50s and 60s, income usually dips, and the median falls to about $3,000. Median is not the average. If you lined up everyone by how much they earn, from the lowest to the highest, the person in the middle earns the median. This gives a clearer picture of what a typical worker earns, without being skewed by a few super high salaries. Meanwhile, household expenses rise into our 40s, then gradually decline as we age. Still, a typical household headed by someone in their 60s spends over $4,000 a month. How much do Singaporeans think they'll need to retire? Most people in their 30s and 40s believe they'll need between $1 to $1.5 million. But that number drops again in our 50s, maybe because reality is starting to sink in. But here's the problem. 78% of Singaporeans are underestimating how much they really need. By how much? On average, 32%. It's like looking at the tip of an iceberg and ignoring everything dangerous below the surface. Let's break down where the money actually goes. For retiree households age 65 and above, housing and utilities take up the biggest chunk, nearly 43%. Food and healthcare come next. Together, they make up over 70% of total spending. Retirement used to mean rest, but not anymore. 69% of Singaporeans say they expect to keep working past age 65, not by choice, but out of necessity. And how many are actually prepared for retirement? Recent surveys show that only about 35 to 54% have any kind of retirement plan. As many as 1 in 4 have no plan at all. As we age, healthcare costs grow. For those over 65, medical expenses can eat up to 20% of monthly spending, and that number is only going up. What about CPF life? At age 65, savings of $60,000 would give you around $460 a month. Double that, $120,000 gets you $950. And if you've saved $200,000, expect roughly $1,390 a month. What worries Singaporeans the most? Not having enough money, rising healthcare costs, and outliving their savings. The fear is real and growing. These aren't just statistics. They're the real thoughts and fears of everyday Singaporeans who've stepped into retirement. Some are still working, some are quietly worried, many are just trying to get by without being a burden. Retirement isn't about how old you are, it's about how prepared you are. Start now. Even small actions today can protect your future.